What's up, guys? It's Hassan. Happy Friday. And today's topic we need to be discussing is financial freedom, baby. Money. It's important as a man, especially. You need to have control of this aspect of your life. Because if you don't, let me tell you this in plain, simple English. You're going to have a rough time in this world. Simple. So do not ignore this, right? It's very important. But we're going to talk about financial freedom in a more strategic way and why and how you can do this. So, number one rule of financial freedom is your best bet is going to be entrepreneurship. And it's bloody hard. What most people think what entrepreneurship is, you have this amazing idea of an app, or you see somebody on Instagram or Facebook, they do this amazing video that they made 1.5 million pounds or dollars in 90 days. And you look at your paycheck at the end of the month and say, God damn, if he can do it, so can I. In theory, great idea. But in reality, it works slightly different. Not only different, if you don't do it in a strategic way, it can actually put you behind in life. How do I know this? I did it. So yours truly has been the idea. But more importantly, we're going to prevent, like I'm doing myself in real time, to prevent these mistakes, which can potentially be calamitous on both your finances and your career. And these are easily avoidable. So let's discuss why and how to do it in a more strategic way and why financial freedom matters. Number one rule, when you are tempted to take control of your finances, you're going to be challenged. And your decision may or may not be that you're going to quit your job. Most of the time, people are like, I'm going to go all in. And I'll tell you why, very briefly, this is a bad decision. A, you're being very emotional. And anything which is based on emotions generally, especially decision making, which is based on your future, I would stay away from. And I would be very careful of making such decisions. What you are better off doing is understanding why you want financial freedom, number one. Why is it important? Are you not happy? Do you want more money for the sake of having more money? Do you want to build? What are you chasing? Why do you need financial freedom? For myself, I want to have freedom of decision making. I want to have freedom of traveling where I want. I don't need a boss. I hate having a boss. Is that your motivation? Or you're just doing it because someone else did it. And now you think you need to toe and walk the same path. That's a very important question. So why you're doing it and what are you looking to achieve? Number one thing, and I would make this the basis of everything. Do you have a proof of concept for your business idea? Do you? Do you have a minimal viable product? Before quitting anything, you need that. Have you shown a basic minimal viable product? Have you built something? Have you understood? Do you have an audience that you can just build a product, ship it to, and you get money in? How are you going to build traction? So this is one of the key concepts you need to understand. Do you have proof of concept? Number two, let's talk about the fantasy of freedom. Dude, I cannot tell you how many times I've spoken to people and they've said, I thought this would be easy and I should not have quit my job. Dude, I'm telling you that I should not have quit my job. Because what you do now is when you quit your job for a business that is not there, is not producing cash flow, hasn't got any traction, hasn't got any audience, hasn't got any customers, what do? You basically are burning, you're basically burning the net, i.e., your only source of income, right? Which is you are ending your cash flow. Even if you have savings, this is a pretty bad idea. I would not recommend anyone do that. You need to have a proof of concept. Your business needs to be at least making what you're currently making before you decide to pack your job in. So do not, and I mean do not, make such a hasty decision and quit your job, because you effectively are ending your cash flow. It may be different, man. For me, I'm bootstrapping. You may be rich. Yeah, you may have investors. You may be a multi-billionaire. Who knows? But generally speaking, don't do that. Secondly, it's going to take a lot of time. You need to dedicate an inordinate amount of time, resources, problem solving, fixing shit, stress you got to deal with, mental, physical stress of making this vision happen. And people don't understand how difficult that is, dealing with setbacks. Because you may think you have this amazing idea, but you can't get it to be accepted. So your relationship with time has to be good, because it will take more resources, more longer than you think to get it off the ground. Than you think, right? Just give you my example. Are you okay not making money for a very long time? And I'm talking, can you dedicate yourself to a business for a year without taking a penny or two? If the answer is yes, then go for it. If the answer is no, I need to be positively cash flowing in the next month or two, otherwise I'm going to be homeless, I'll be like, dude, don't make that decision. Do not make that decision. Because you don't know how soon the market will accept it or how they react. So you have a lot of finding out to do. You're like a scientist. You're figuring out what's working, what's not working, then making those adjustments on the fly. So a lot of things go into making a successful business. Why I can categorically say this to you, because I personally did that. And when I'm doing this now, I'm doing it slightly different. That's the beauty of hindsight. So, oh, by the way, have you tasted Prime? Pretty decent. If you have, what's your favorite flavor? This is mine. More importantly, okay. So, just to give you background about myself, I had a business in the COVID era, built it up to a 7-figure business in social housing. Really good. There was one problem. I launched, got traction, built relationships, but I did not earn a penny from the business for a good 9 months. Not a penny. I was living off my credit cards, smashed through my savings, and don't forget, in that process of figuring things out, the amount of stress you go through is unreal. Fuck. It is very, very stressful. Early mornings, late nights. So be ready for that, right? Like I said previously, man, if you are in a financial position where you're a bit more secure, you have 200,000, 100,000, or investors that you can test your funds out, happy days, you're in a different position. This doesn't even apply to you then. I'm talking about the normal people like myself who are bootstrapping. So in order to fund your bootstrapped startup, you need the 9 to 5. And I never had that. I quit my job. I thought, I'm going to go all in now. Now's the time. Boom. Dude, cutting off my only source of income was the worst thing. I got some severance pay because I got made redundant, but that wasn't enough. So my savings and redundancy pay was never enough. But here we go. So I ended up not only quitting my job, ended up bloody working 9 months in a business, getting in debt, not getting a penny, and being stressed out my head. Don't do it. There's a smarter way of doing things. So if you're in a position now and you're ready to quit as a big bro, as a brother, as a friend, don't do it. Do it the sensible way. Work your 9 to 5. And then after you work your 9 to 5, you need a 5 to 9. You need to work overtime now. You need to spend more time on your business. Be diligent about your weekends, where your time is going. And you need to spend an inordinate amount of any free time on your business, researching, speaking to suppliers, building relationships to get it off the ground. Are you willing to do this? This is the question you need to ask yourself. Are you willing to do this? And if you are, happy days, then go for it. But if you can even think about it and say, I don't know, man, this may be a bit more than what I actually want, then have a good hard think about it, man. Honest to God. Because don't believe these dickheads on the internet who say, yeah, build generational wealth in 90 days. It's not going to happen. And I guarantee you it's not going to happen. Like, it's impossible, man. People think it's easy. It's super hard. I'm not putting you off it. I'm just giving you a realistic point of view for somebody who's done it and who's doing it the correct way, if you will. So, if you're an ambitious person, if you made it this far, then I think you need to just attack your dreams. But let's do it sensibly, like I am. Number one, you are not going to quit your job. You're going to work and build on the side. You are not quitting your job, mate. Simple as. So you are not burning that safety net. Number two, scale back on your spending. So no more Starbies. No more just giving money away. No more takeaways. You need to scale back. You need to build your war chest. Lastly, you're going to pick something that you can dedicate a great amount of time to. You are going to be working on that idea, that market, that product to build a brand which has equity on the back end has you can use that cash flow that you build into a business that has real value. I'm not talking about digital products here. I'm talking about inventory. I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about something that you can sell potentially. For that, you need to dedicate a great amount of time to build that business into a brand because it's so competitive. You need to stand out. So, what we have discovered is you can't quit your job. You cannot scale. You have to scale back on your spending. You can't get shiny object syndrome, i.e., if crypto's taking off, you're not ditching your business in housing or supplements or FBA to go trade crypto. Otherwise, you won't be successful. Stick at that job. Stick in the business that you've decided that you're going to make a success of. And be too dumb to quit. It's simple. And be fearless. But when I say fearless, be sensible with it as well. There's a difference between being fearless and then being an idiot. And it's a fine line. Don't be the latter. Be fearless. Do it sensibly. And let me know. I want to hear some success stories. And I want to give you my testimony as well, that I'm doing this real time. It's Friday evening. I'm recording this. I'm also working. So let's do this together. Until next time, see ya.